Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. The other day I did a video on making some jewelry from seashell fragments that I found on the beach. And I'm wearing them right now in this video. Here's the pendant. Here's the mismatched pair of earrings. And I had shown some other shell fragments in that video and talked about making jewelry with them, and I didn't get to it because I don't like my videos being too long. So today we're getting to this. We're going to make a pendant and a pair of mismatched earrings from seashell fragments that I picked up on the beach. So here's a closer look at the jewelry set that we made the other day. I really like the way it turned out. I just love the organic look. Today though, we're going to play around with these pieces of shells. So I'm going to start out with this right here, and we're going to make a necklace. I could use copper wire, but instead I think I'm going to use brass. And really the reason is because I don't have a whole lot of copper findings. It's kind of hard to find sometimes, but I do have the brass chain and the lobster claw and the jump rings and the ear wires, and I think brass is going to look good. And as far as the wire, we're going to use this wire right here. The color is called coconut, but it goes really well with this antique brass. So the first thing we're going to do is we look at our shell, and the ridges are going up and down. We could do it this way, but I just visualize it going this way more. So because the ridges are going in that direction, we're going to start out by making a bail. And I think I want this bail to be like a double bail, like 2 times around. Okay. And then I'm just going to do a messy wrap, like so. And I'm fine with it kind of looking messy. And the reason I like it messy is because it looks a little bit more organic, like maybe a vine or a piece of seaweed or something wrapped around something else. All right, so once I have that, I'm going to take my shell and I'm going to put my bail like this. Now I'm going to want my my loop to go like this instead of like that. We don't want that because your pendant will hang funny. And this may twist a little bit, so we can always fix it later. Okay, so I'm going to use these ridges as a guide. So I've come from the back, come up. I'm going to go around. I'm going to come over here. And let's see. I think I'm going to go around the same way. This time I'm going to come over on this side. And I'm kind of pushing it in here so it's not poking out. And then I'm going to go around and around. Messy, messy, messy. Okay, that's messy enough. I'm going to cut it right there. Set that aside. And I need to tuck that in. Let's see where to go. There it is. A lot of times too, if you do a messy wrap, it's easier to find places to tuck your wire in. Okay, I can still feel it, so oh, can't feel it anymore. So there we go. Now I'm going to have to tighten it a little bit. It's in there pretty secure, but I still want to make sure to tighten these pieces of wire. And I'm just going to basically pinch and twist. Pinch and twist. And let's see. I think it's pretty tight in there. Let me do another pinch and twist here. This one right here kind of makes me nervous, so I am going to twist that a little bit. I'm going to twist it this way. It gives a little bit more of an interesting look there. And maybe I'll do these two. I just want to make sure everything is nice and tight. Okay, there we go. So now we have our pendant, and all I have to do is put it on a chain. All right, so I have my chain already. It's a 17-inch chain. So I just need to put it on there. I need to fix the clasp here. And there we go. Our necklace is all done. Now we've got to do the earrings. And if you notice something here, these ridges are going up and down. These are going sideways. In my opinion, these are a lot easier to do. So I take the wire. And let's see, I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to use the ridges again as my guide, but this time we're going to go this way. And I need to have two cut the same size. And, you know, it depends on how big your shell is as to how long you need these. These aren't very big. I'm going to start down here. And I'm going to twist about 3 times and then bend it up. Do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and bend it up. So now you have 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Okay, so we'll start with the, let's see, we'll start with the front. So I'm going to twist them. I'm going to cross them, and then I'm going to twist them. 1, 2, 3. And I kind of pull it up a little bit. Sometimes you might need 5. It just depends on how big of a space you have here. I don't want it to go over the, like above the shell. Okay, so 3 was perfect. Do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, now we have 4 of them. I'm going to bring all 4 of them up, crisscross them, and twist. So you have one wire. Okay, now you need to get your round nose pliers and you're going to make a loop. And let's see, where are my ear wires? Whoops. Thought I got some ear wires out. I guess I didn't. Okay, we'll get some ear wires out. And the reason I'm looking at my ear wires, I want to see how big the loops are. Because I'm probably, yes, I'm going to need to get some jump rings to hang these. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make the loop. Let's see. And I'm going to trim these off. I probably could bring them around a little bit. Now maybe I'll try to do that. Okay, there's one tucked in. Get that one tucked in. Okay, you just need to tuck all these ends in. And I did make this bail here a little thick, but you know, it almost acts like a bead. Now, there's something sticking there, so I don't want that. Okay, I don't feel any more little scratches. So what I'm going to do, give me a couple jump rings. And you know, when you use jump rings, you get more movement with your pieces. So don't be afraid to use them. You just need to make sure that you do close them all the way. Because if they're not closed all the way, you could lose your charm. Let's see. Oh, I hope these are going to be big enough. Yep. They will be just fine. Now I need to make sure I hang the ear wire in the right direction. Whoop. Well. Patience, patience. And some of you may be a little bit more, I don't want to say careful, but more abled to do this. I do have a lot of hand issues, so sometimes that's why I'm a little fumbly. But there we go. Those look really cool. Now let me get this one done. Here's the other earring. Got it all done. Now, if you do this technique and it seems to be a little bit loose, I got these in really, really tight, but if they seem loose, you can do the same thing I did with this one by just taking your pliers and grabbing and just gently twisting. You don't want to twist too tight because you could break your shell, so you do need to be careful of that. But here is Here's my set, all done. I think it came out really nice. What do you think? Would you wear something like this? These are ones I've already done. Here's another set I did the other day. I think they're fun, and they kind of remind me a little bit of, you know, sometimes we may feel broken, having, you know, trials in our life and stuff. And these seashells were once whole shells, beautiful shells, but they got tossed and tumbled in the sea. And, you know, that's like a representative of trials that we go through. And they got all broken up and stuff. But eventually they have become a different type of beauty, okay? They have evolved, and, you know, sometimes we have to go through trials in order to blossom sometimes. Anyway, that's what these remind me of. I want to thank y'all for joining me, and you have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.